cemetery. Mortimer hasn't come yet?
No, dear, not yet.
Oh, well, he asked me to meet him here. Do you mind if I wait?
Not at all. Sit down, dear. But we really must speak to Mortimer about doing this to you.
Doing what?
Well, he was brought up to know better. When a young man asks a young lady out, he should call for her at her house.
Well, there's something about calling for a girl to parsonage that discourages any man who doesn't embroider.
Well, he's done this too often. We're going to speak to him.
Please don't. After young men whose idea of nightlife was to take me to prayer meeting every night, it's wonderful to go to the theater almost every night of my life.
Well, it's comforting for us, too, because if Mortimer has to see some of those plays he has to see, well, at least he's sitting next to a minister's daughter. Oh, my goodness, Elaine, what you must think of us, not having tea cleared away by this time. Now, don't do anything until Mortimer comes, and then I'll come and help you. Mortimer should be here any minute now.
Well, yes, Father must have been surprised not to find me at home. I better run over and tell him good night.
Shame you missed him, dear.
Well, if Mortimer comes, then tell him I'll be right back. Hello, Mort.
Hello, Elaine. Hello, Aunt Martha.
Abby, Mortimer is here.
Where you are? Going somewhere?
I was just running over to tell Father not to wait up for me tonight.
Oh, I didn't know that was still being done, even in Brooklyn.
Oh, hello, Mortimer.
Hello, Aunt Abby.
How are you, dear?
I'm fine, and you look well. Haven't changed much since yesterday.
Oh, my goodness, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Well, we're seeing a great deal of you lately. Will do sit down, dear. Abby! Abby? Yes, dear. Haven't we something to do in the kitchen? What? You know, the tea thing. Oh, yes, the tea thing. Well, you two just make yourselves at home. Just make yourselves at home. Just make yourselves at home.
Well, can't you take a hint?
No, that was pretty obvious. A lack of inventiveness, I should say.
Yes, that's exactly what you'd say.
So, where do you want to go for dinner?
I don't care, I'm not very hungry.
Well, I just had breakfast. Suppose we wait till after the show?
But that'll make it pretty late, won't it?
Not with this stinker we're seeing tonight. From what I've heard, we'll be at Blake's by 10 o'clock.
You ought to be fair to these plays.
Are these plays fair to me?
I've never seen you walk out on a musical.
But that one's not opening tonight.
No?
Oh, darling, there's much you have to learn. With the musical, there are always 3 changes of title and 4 postponements. They loved it in New Haven, but it's going to need a lot of work.
I thought we were seeing a musical.
You have such a light mind.
Not a bit. Musicals somehow have a humanizing effect on you. After a serious play, we join the proletariat on the subway, and I listen to a lecture on a drama. After a musical, you take me home in a taxi, and you make a few passes.
Now, darling, that is a very inaccurate piece of reporting.
Oh, I will admit that after the Berman play, you told me I had authentic beauty. And that's a hell of a thing to say to a girl. But it wasn't till after our first musical you told me I had nice legs. And I have too.
For a minister's daughter, you sure know a lot about life. Where'd you learn it?
In the choir loft.
I'm gonna have to teach it to you sometime.
What?
The close connection between eroticism and religion.
Religion never gets as high as in the choir loft.
Never been able to rationalize it.
What?
You're falling in love with a girl from Brooklyn.
Falling in love. You aren't stooping to articulates now, are you?
The only way I could keep my self-respect is to keep you in Brooklyn.
Did you say keep?
Oh, no. I've just come to the conclusion that you're holding out for the legalities.
Well, I can afford going to be a good girl for quite a few years yet.
I can't wait that long. Where can we be married? Say, tonight.
I'm afraid Father will insist on officiating.
If Father could make even a wedding service sound pedestrian.
You by any chance write a review of it?
Forgive me, darling. It's an occupational disease. You know, may give that play tonight a good notice.
Now, darling, don't pretend you love me that much.
Be sure to tell your father not to wait up tonight.
I think I should tell him to wait up tonight.
I'll call Winchell to publish the banns.
Nevertheless.
All right, darling. Everything formal and legal, but no later than next month.
How come Father has set the date?
No, there's going to be a lot of other opening nights in October. We'll have to see what's in rehearsal.
Hello, Mortimer.
Hello, Mr. President. How
What
are
news is
you?
about me? I'm jolly good. What news is about me?
Oh, nothing, Mr. President. Just that the country is squarely behind you.
Yes, I know. Isn't it wonderful? Well, I must be going. Goodbye.
Where are you off to, Teddy?
I'm off to Panama.
Panama's the cellar. Digs locks for the canal down there.
Oh, you're so sweet with him, and he's very fond of you.
Yeah, well, he always was my favorite brother.
Favorite? Are there more than you?
Yeah, there was another brother, Jonathan.
Jonathan? I've never heard your aunts mention.
We don't like to talk about Jonathan. He left Brooklyn really early by request. He was the kind of kid who liked to cut worms in half with his teeth.
Oh, what became of him?
I don't know. He wanted to become a surgeon like grandfather, but he never got a medical degree, so obviously his practice got him in a lot of trouble.
Aren't you two going to be late for the theater?
No, we decided to skip dinner, so we don't need to be at the theater for another half an hour.
Oh, well then I'll leave you two alone together again.
Actually, Father must have been surprised not to find me at home. Before I go out with him, he likes to pray over me a little.
Oh. Well, if the prayer isn't too long, I'd have time to lead you beside the still waters.
Morning, Bert. That's the first
I was excited, so I told him about us, and well, that made it hard to get away, but listen, darling, he's not going to wait up now.
Look, Elaine, something's come up. I need you to go home right away, okay? And I'll call you up in a day or two. Call you tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow?
Yeah, listen, Elaine, you know I call you up every day or two.
But we're going to the theater tonight.
No, we're not.
Well, why not?
Listen, I can't tell you, Elaine. Something's come up.
Well, certainly you can tell me.
No, Elaine, no, I can't.
But if we're going to be married...
Married?
Did you forget that not 15 minutes ago you proposed to me?
I did? Oh, well, as far as I'm concerned, that's still going on. Now, listen, Elaine, I've got a lot on my mind right now, so I'm going to need you to go home.
Now listen, you can't propose to me 1 minute and throw me out the next.
Elaine, come on, Elaine.
Nope, I won't go. Not until I've had
Elaine.
some kind of explanation.
Elaine. Hello? Al? All right, listen. All right, I know it's important, but this can wait a minute, can't it? Listen, I know, but this can wait a minute, all right? Look, Elaine, you're a sweet girl, and I love you. But something very important is going on in my life right now, and I'm just going to need you to scoot on out. Scoot on out.
Don't try to be masterful.
Elaine, when we're married, I hope that you're less tedious and uninspired.
And when we're married, if we're married, I hope I find you adequate.
Hey! Elaine! Ah! Al?
Hey, Doctor!
Grandfather's laboratory! Don't you see?
Doctor! After you operate on me, Doctor! So you'll do what you do. Now we're here. Oh, my dear. They'll pay us.
Why make a fuss?
You don't know this town, Doctor. They're crying out, Doctor. They'll make us rich, Doctor.
But they're locked up.
So give them new faces, sir, and then you can be sure to make a fortune here, oh Doctor.
Your aunts don't want us here, or we can't make it here. They'll kick us out, and then it's over. Listen to me, my friend, we will be caught again. We cannot stay in Brooklyn, Johnny. I am not sure that you have realized, Johnny, but we will do it. We are recognized, Johnny. We'll go to jail, and then we will both die, Johnny. So we leave, and we run, and we're done. Can't you see? Johnny, please. Johnny, please.
Just come, my friend, Doctor. They'll make us rich, Doctor, without a hitch, Doctor, and then it's over. No need to stay around, no need to stay in town, but first we get our fix, so Doctor.
Listen to me, my friend, we won't be caught again. We'll cater to the boys of Brooklyn.
We will make it rich, or we will strike it rich.
We will make it rich in Brooklyn.
Moment for a social call, Miss Harper.
I think you'd better explain what you're doing here.
We happen to live here.
You don't live here. I'm in this house every day and I've never seen you before. Where, Miss Abby, Miss Martha? What have you done with them?
Perhaps we'd better introduce ourselves. This is Dr. Einstein, a surgeon of great distinction, and something of a magician.
And I suppose you're going to tell me you're Boris
I'm
Karloff.
Jonathan Brewster.
You're Jonathan.
I see you've heard of me.
Yes, just this afternoon for the first time.
And what did they say about me?
Only that there was another brother named Jonathan, that's it. Well, that explains everything. Guess I'll be going now. If you kindly unlock the door.
That explains everything. Just what did you mean by that? What are you doing here at this time of night?
I thought I saw someone prowling around the house. I suppose it was you.
She thought she saw some... What else did you see?
That's it! That's all! That's all I saw!
I think she's
swear-
lying. Quick, the cellar!
What's the matter? What's going on down here?
I'm still there?
Oh, this is your brother Jonathan, dear, and this is Dr. Einstein.
I know this isn't a nightmare, but what is it?
I've come back, Mortimer.
Who'd you say this was?
It's your brother Jonathan, dear. He's had his face changed. Dr. Einstein performed the operation.
Jonathan! Jonathan, you always were a horror. But did you have to look like one too?
Johnny, easy, Johnny.
Mortimer, have you forgotten the things I used to do to you as a boy? The time you would tie to the bedpost, the needles under your fingernails.
Yeah? My God, it is Jonathan. Yeah, I remember. I remember you were the most vicious, venomous, detestable form of animal life I ever knew.
Now, don't you two boys start quarreling again the minute you've seen each other.
Oh, no, Abby, there's not going to be any fight. Jonathan, you're not wanted here. Get out.
Dr. Einstein and I have been invited to stay.
Not in this house, you're not.
Well, for tonight.
No, I don't want him anywhere near me.
But we did invite them to stay for tonight, and it wouldn't be very nice of us to go back on our word.
All right, but just for the night. And first thing in the morning, out. Where are they sleeping?
We put them in Jonathan's old room.
Jonathan's old... That's my old room. I'm sleeping there. I'm here to stay.
Oh, Mortimer, we are so glad.
Jonathan, we can sleep down here tonight.
Yeah, you bet your life you sleep down here tonight.
I sleep on the couch and you sleep on the window seat.
Window seat. Oh, well, let's not make a debate about it. That's all right. It's no problem for me. I'll sleep on the window seat tonight.
You know, John, all this argument, it makes me think of Mr. Spinalzo.
Spinalzo! Really, Mortimer, it's not necessary to inconvenience you like this. We'll sleep down here tonight.
Some consideration for me is very unconvincing.
Come on, Tommy. We can get our bags out of our rooms.
Don't bother, Doctor.
By the way, Doctor, I've completely lost track of Mr. Spinalzo.
Who is this Mr. Spinalzo?
He's just a friend that Johnny's been looking for.
Friend? Well, don't bring anyone else in here.
Come on, Johnny. If I'll be back, I tell you all about it.
You're wasting your time, Doctor.
Mortimer, you don't have to stay down here. I'll move in with Martha, and you can take my room.
It's all right, Aunt Abby. We'll get our stuff and be right down.
No,
and you can have the room, Mortimer.
Oh, Jonathan, I'm sleeping up there.
Mortimer!
Lane, what's the matter with you?
I've almost just been killed.
You've almost just been... Abby, Martha, shame.
Oh. What's Mortimer? And what's Jonathan? He mistook her for a sneak thief.
No, it was more than that. He's some kind of maniac, I'm afraid.
Jeez, darling, you're shaking. Do you have any smelling salts?
No, but do you think some hot tea or coffee?
Coffee, and some sandwiches. I haven't had any dinner.
Oh, make some for both of you. Martha, we can leave our hats downstairs here now.
Hats? Were you going somewhere? You know what time it is? It's after 12. 12? Elaine, you gotta get out of here right now.
What?
Why, you wanted some sandwiches for you both. It won't take a minute. Yes, we wanted to celebrate your engagement, don't you remember? I know, I'll make a nice dinner for both of you, and then I'll bring a nice bottle of wine.
All right, thanks, Martha. No wine!
Mortimer, what's going on in this house?
What do you mean, what's going on in this house? Everything's fine.
You're supposed to take me to dinner and the theater tonight, and you called it off. You asked me to marry you. I said yes, and the next minute you throw me out of the house. Tonight, just after your brother tries to strangle me, you're trying to chase me away. Now listen, Mr. Brewster. Before I leave, I need to know where I stand. Do you love me?
Elaine, I love you very much. In fact, I love you so much, I can't marry you.
You insane?
No, but I will be pretty soon. You see, insanity runs in my family. It practically gallops. And that's why I can't marry you.
You've got to do better than that.
Oh, Elaine, listen, there's a strange taint in the Brewster name. Take, for instance, the first Brewster, the one that came on the Mayflower. You know how Indians used to scout the settlers? Well, he used to scout the Indians. And my grandfather, he tried out his patent medicines out on dead people to make sure he wouldn't kill them. And then there's Jonathan. You just said he's a maniac. You just said he tried to kill you. And then there's Teddy. You know Teddy. He thinks he's President Roosevelt.
Not everyone in the Brewster family is crazy. Look at your aunts. They're the sweetest, sanest people I've ever met.
Yeah. Well, even they've got their peculiarities.
Oh, but what lovely peculiarities. Kindness, generosity, human sympathy.
There's another one.
Well, of course, there's others. You can't tell me anything about your aunts.
Look, Elaine. I need you to go right away. Something very important has just come up, and I need you to go, okay?
You critic! Oh.
Elaine! Ah! And Abby and Martha.
Mr. Witherspoon's the superintendent of Happydale.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
When are you deciding to take Teddy?
When do we have to take Teddy?
You're taking him today, Suba.
Today? I didn't know that.
Not today.
Look, Elaine, I've got some very important business to attend to, so you run along now, and I'll call you up.
I had no idea it was this immediate.
The papers are all signed. He's going today.
Complete insubordination. When the president is treated like this, what has this country come to?
There's your man, Suba.
Would you give me a moment? Mr. President, I've got some very good news for you. Your term of office has ended.
Is it March 4th?
Practically.
Now, let's see. Oh, yes. This is when I go on my hunting trip to Africa. Well, I better start packing. Is he trying to move into the White House before I go?
Who, Teddy?
Taft!
No, Teddy. That's not Taft. That's Mr. Witherspoon. He'll be your guide in Africa.
Bully, just bully. Well, I should prepare at once. When the safari comes, tell them to wait. Goodbye, Aunt Abby. Goodbye, Aunt Martha. I'm going to Africa. Isn't it wonderful? Charge!
Good morning, darlings.
We have visitors.
This is Captain, Lieutenant Rooney.
Oh, how do you do, Lieutenant? My, you don't look like quite the fuss budget the policemen say you are.
You know, the lieutenant is here because, Teddy blew his bugle last night.
Yes, we're going to speak to Teddy about that.
I'm afraid it's a bit more serious than that, Miss Brewster.
Oh, and this is Mr. Witherspoon. He's the superintendent of Happydale.
How do you do, Lieutenant? You came here to speak to Teddy.
He's come to take Teddy.
Oh, no. That's not after we are gone.
Sorry, aunties, but they want to take him today.
We won't allow it. We promise we'll take the bugle away from him. He won't be separated from Teddy.
I'm sorry, Miss Brewster, but it has to be done. The papers are all signed, and he's going along with the superintendent.
Well, if he goes, we're going too. Yes, you will have to take us with him.
Well, I'm afraid that's going to be quite impossible. You see, we can't take sane people at home.
Oh, but Mr. Witherspoon, if you allow us to go and live in Happydale with Teddy, we will sign Happydale in our will, and for a very generous amount.
Well, the Lord knows we could use the money, but I'm afraid...
Now, ladies, let's be sensible about this. For instance, here I am wasting my morning when there's serious work to be done here. Did you know there's still murders to be solved in Brooklyn?
Yeah. No, wait, are there?
Today is your nephew and his bugle blowing, but sooner or later things will only get worse. I even took the trouble of digging up your cellar.
Our cellar?
Yeah, get this. Your nephew, he's been telling around that there are 13 bodies buried in your cellar.
But there are 13 bodies in our cellar. If you think that's why Teddy has to go to Happydale tonight, we can prove it to you. There's one, Mr. Spinalzo. He doesn't belong here and he'll have to go. But the other 12 are our gentlemen.
Aunties, I don't think the lieutenant wants to go down to the cellar. He was just telling me about how he had to dig up like a half-acre lot.
That's right.
But you wouldn't have to dig here. The graves are all marked. We put flowers on them every Sunday.
Flowers. Don't you can find room for these ladies, Super?
Well, come on along with us and we'll show you the way.
Oh, I'll take your word for it, lady. I'm a busy man. How about it, Super?
Well, they'd have to be committed.
Well, Teddy committed himself. Can't they commit themselves? Can't they sign the papers?
Why, certainly.
Oh, if you allow us to sign the paper now and stay with Teddy, then we will commit ourselves. Where are the papers? Yes, where are they?
Coming around, Lieutenant.
Oh, hello, Mr. Klein. Hello, Mr. Klein. Are you here too?
Yes. Ruthie, me, and Butcher, the nephew out in the kitchen. Well, get them signed up, Superintendent. I want to get this all cleared up.
You'll sign right
15
here.
bodies.
Oh, and you right here, Aunt Abby.
I'm really looking forward to going. The neighborhood here has changed so. Oh, just think, a broad lawn again.
We're overlooking something. We're going to need the signature of a doctor.
The doctor? Well, Dr. Einstein, how convenient. Won't you need to sign these papers.
I really must.
Oh, come on now. You know, at one point last night, I thought the doctor was going to operate on me. You know what? Come right over here, doctor. Just sign right here, doctor. Perfect. Thanks, doctor.
Were you going somewhere, Doctor? Aren't you going to wait for Jonathan?
I don't think we're going to the same place.
Hello, Elaine. Decide to stick around?
Don't worry, I'm going to.
Hello, Mac. Rudy. We picked up that guy that's wanted in Indiana. Now, there's a description of his accomplice sitting there on the desk. Read it to me. 54, 140 pounds, 5'6", blue eyes, speaks with a German accent, poses as a doctor. Thanks, Mac.
It's all right, Lieutenant. The doctor has just signed the papers.
Oh. Now, Auntie, now you're safe.
When do you think you'll be ready to start?
Oh, you can go right upstairs and tell Teddy just where he can take his mom.
Upstairs?
Oh, yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, no, Mona, you stay down here, because we want to talk to you.
Wait. You have to sign his next of kin, Mr. Brewster. We forgot that.
Oh,
Please sign.
yeah, sure. Where? Right there?
Yes, that's fine.
And, all right, yeah, so just come with me, I'll show you.
No, Mona, you stay down here. Mr. Witherspoon is just upstairs and to the left.
Okay.
Well, Mortimer, now that we're going to Happydale, this house really is yours.
Oh, thanks, Aunt Martha, but I don't think I'm going to be living here anytime soon. It's too full of memories.
But you have to live somewhere when you and Elaine are married.
Well, Aunties, that's a very indefinite amount of time, and,
It's nothing of the kind. We're going to be married right away.
oh.
Mortimer, we're really very worried about something.
Well, now, come on, Aunties, you're going to love it at Happydale.
Oh, we know, and that's exactly it. You see, we don't want anything to go wrong.
Will they investigate the signatures?
Oh, no, they're not going to look into Dr. Einstein.
Oh, it's not Dr. Einstein we're worried about, dear. It's you.
You see, dear, you signed as the next of kin.
Yeah, of course.
Well, Mortimer, it's something we really never wanted to talk about, but now you're a man, and it's something Elaine should know, too. You see, dear, you're not really a Brewster.
I'm not really a Brewster.
Oh, don't feel badly about it, dear. And Elaine, it won't change your mind, will it?
Hear that, Elaine? I'm not a Brewster. I'm a bastard, Elaine! I'm a bastard! I'm not a Brewster! I'm not gonna be insane! We can finally get married, but don't worry, I'm gonna start killing people! Oh, oh my God.
Well, me and Mortimer are off to my house. Father's gone to Philadelphia, and Mortimer and I are going to have breakfast together.
Yeah, I need some coffee. I've had quite a night.
Well, then I just think you want to get to bed.
Oh, I do.
The show. We would like Mr. Selinsky,
Miss Frazier,
Miss Ward, and Miss Hidget to come on stage.
Miss Crinnis, she directed this play. Thank you so much for putting this together. She's up in the lighting section, the sound.
Everybody turn around and do this.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Kayla.